We are coming up on 28 weeks, your third trimester, and one of those tests that's recommended between 24 and 28 weeks is for gestational diabetes. It's recommended that everyone gets tested in each pregnancy, despite whether you had it in your last pregnancy or you have no family history. There's lots of different options you can choose for screening. So, people with gestational diabetes are generally asymptomatic, and that's why we screen everybody. The major risks that we're looking for that are associated with diabetes and pregnancy is having a big baby. Babies store up all that extra sugar and they just get fatter. Some of those babies might have a hard time being born or be more predisposed to having birth trauma because of how big they are. Um, but you can also have higher risks of preeclampsia um, and having diabetes later in life too if it's uncontrolled in your pregnancy. Um, so those are the reasons why we like to screen. Um, Certain people are at a lower risk than others, although not everyone falls into the same categories. So people at low risk are going to be under 25 years old. They're going to be white and they're not going to have any family history of diabetes. People that are higher risk um, are obese. They've got a family history of diabetes. They've had it before in a previous pregnancy. They have PCOS. But pregnancy in itself is a risk factor for gestational diabetes. So everyone is at risk. When it comes to our options, there is the standard Glucola drink, which everybody knows. It's got 50 grams of glucose in it. And this is kind of the gold standard for testing because all of our evidence and our research is based on this one drink for the most part. So that one's really standard. You drink a drink after fasting for 8 hours, and then you're gonna come in. We're gonna draw your blood, and that's it. If that screening turns out abnormal, then we do follow-up testing for that. So you have the option of the Glucola drink. Another option is called the Fresh Test, and that one's like a little lemonade packet, doesn't have any preservatives or dyes in it, but also has the 50 grams of glucose. So that's the most similar alternative option to the Glucola drink. You can also choose to buy your own dextrose and measure out 50 grams and mix that in water and drink it. My favorite option is wearing a continuous glucose monitor. It's a little thing that snaps onto your arm. It's got like a filament needle. It's very small and it kind of hooks into your skin. It's painless though. You won't feel it. And then it has an adhesive. It stays on you for 2 weeks and you scan this adhesive monitor 4 times a day and log your meals and what your glucose looks like throughout the day. And then we go over those after 2 weeks of monitoring. People also have the option to prick their finger, but if we're going to prick fingers, why not just scan the thing that's on your arm? Those are really simple and easy, and people love them. They give you a lot of intel about how you process food in general. For some people, they might have high glucose, and for others, we do the screening and learn that they have really low glucose, and so we can alter our diet so that you're feeling better and your baby's going to be healthier too. So those are kind of our options for glucose screening. And yeah, hope that helps make a decision for you, help you make a decision.